Hi, I'm Toby Jack, and today we're going to go start to finish here at AdvantageLumber.com. Today we're going to be working on a stock top Aromatic Cedar. We're going to straight line cut our live edge pieces on both sides. We're going to take our sapwood off our middle slab piece here. We'll go ahead and epoxy them together with our 2-part epoxy. Make a nice stock top, should final out. About 5.5 foot long by about 36 wide. It should make for a nice medium-sized table or even a pub-style high top. To start this project, I'll measure off the sections we want to remove from our 2 side pieces and make marks to align our track saw for a clean, straight cut. All right. We're going to drop our track down for our track saw. After our marks are made, we'll lock it down, run the saw through, makes a perfect line. It'll be a nice straight cut. Starts the process. Use clamps to lock it down. Holds the track in place. Lets the saw have a nice even space to ride on. Ready to go. With our first side piece cut, we'll mark and position the track saw on our second outside piece. Now that we have our guide in position, we'll get ready to straight line our other outside live edge for our table. With our 2 outside pieces straight lined, we'll now do the same to our center piece, cutting just inside the sapwood. All right, so we're going to be just on the other side of the sapwood. Give me enough room to start the saw. Johnny's going to go ahead and sand these pieces and get any burrs off the edge. Now that our pieces are cut, we're going to take it into the mill, take it over the planer sander, have it leveled out, bring it down, and we'll bring it back over and we'll glue it up. Okay, now that we've planed and sanded down to 60 grit, we're going to head back over the shop and get her glued up. Okay, now we're back from the planer sander. You see we're nice and smooth, nice and flat. We're going to mix up our wet systems, G-Flex, 2-part system, equal parts both sides. Get it mixed up, we will paint the edges, glue it back together, clamp it up. It'll be hard by tomorrow. 2 parts. We're going to mix it thoroughly until both parts come together. Then we'll get Johnny to paint both surfaces and we'll be ready to clamp her down. After you get your glue lines filled with the epoxy, we're going to put a couple clamps on it, 2 across the top, 1 across the bottom, and we'll run 2 sets of bar clamps. That'll help keep the table nice and level through the drying process. Okay, now that we're all clamped and glued, we're going to let it cure overnight. Tomorrow morning, Johnny and I will get back on it, plane it, sand it, get it ready for the booth. Okay, now that we've cured overnight, we're going to go ahead and straight line both ends of the table. We'll go in for 1 more round of planing to get the epoxy glued off. We'll start working on the edges, then we'll be ready for finish. Now we'll mark the other end of our table and reset the track saw to make our final straight line cut. With the ends of the table squared off, we'll run through the planer 1 more time to clean any dry glue from the surface. Okay, now that we've been to the sander planer, we're down to our finish height. We're going to do a little bit of epoxy fills, finish sanding this leading edges, and we'll be ready for the finishing process. Once the epoxy is dry, we'll go over the table once more with the rotary sander to bring any excess epoxy level with the surface of the table. Okay, now that our slab has had its chance to get the epoxy to cure, we've done our final sanding. We're going to take it in the booth, get a couple of coats of sanding sealer on it before our final top coats. Okay, there you have it. Aromatic Cedar live edge from start to finish. Make sure to check out all our other videos that we have on our YouTube channel at Advantage Lumber, and you can find this piece and many other pieces available at woodslabs.com. Until next time, I'm Toby Jack for Advantage Lumber.